Welcome back, y'all. I'm really glad to have you guys back. I missed this. I was like very.
I did too.
It's needed. It's needed. You know, I have a quota, and once
I'm just having myself back too.
I gotta meet that quota. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
If I don't, I will literally die.
True. You gotta get your hit D&D. That good old.
Gotta get my fix.
Into the veins.
straight into it, straight into the dome. All right.
Yeah.
Last time that we met, I almost said last week, but that would be incorrect. Last time that we met, we had started the session off with the aftermath of the battle that took place in the Sanctum. A few of you were down, and there were quick discussions and actions taken on how to bring everybody back. Thankfully, we leveled up. There were some assets available to us, and one by one, you all got up and bought more time to explore the rest of the Sanctum had yet to be discovered. You had found 2 of the rooms that had yet to be looked through. The most important of it being it's sort of an archival office of sorts with books and tomes describing exactly what this place was built for and what they were trying to accomplish, which was to, with very, very high rolls and good questions from you all working together, figure out that they, with a team of devils and leaders, were capturing celestial beings and acquiring their liquid essence, which had insane healing properties. But the problem that they were having was the shelf life. Was that these they could not figure out how to store it for longer than 12 or 24 hours, and that project ended up being terminated once the majority of the staff was murdered by the being that you had found, which was abandoned and locked in this sanctum.
Pussy ass researchers.
Yeah, it was kind of a douchebag on it.
Yeah.
After escaping this, you had ran into Dean Jordan, who was walking amongst the campus and sort of informing the student body that classes were returning and kind of just getting the general feel of how everybody was doing, being it was the day after the attack. And was curious as to where you were coming from, which Lucio had so expertly lied and said that you were rehearsing a song that you had written. And in good old-fashioned Dungeons and Dragons, sometimes it doesn't just matter what you say. It matters what the dice roll says. So it could be as dumb as that. And if the dice roll rolls higher than that, go fuck yourself. I won. I lied. So
I think I also said we were doing book club.
Yep.
book club.
That's what we're doing, yeah.
You know, book club.
So after this, figuring out what next moves are. Going through options, had decided that the next course of action you all wanted to take was to go find this rival that Zalzin had spoke of. That
At the time, we didn't know he was the rival.
that residents of Basilit House had described as a very a sort of prodigy. And again, very good questions, very high rolls. Had asked around and figured out where he would be located, which was at a class just at the entrance of Zephyr's campus, just on the outskirts, just in the inner lining of the trees. He was at a class, and the reason why Zalzin was able to pick this person out with no real physical description or anything like that was this was not the student that you were looking for. Through a very unique sort of a whistling and a ledger floating above him and writing, very similar to Zalzin's behavior. Zalzin was able to pick out that this was in fact somebody that he'd known in a past life. You all had forcibly kind of pulled him out of class, and were walking out of.
He came of his own accord, right?
Yeah, he wanted to do that.
Unconsensually.
He walked all by himself.
Pulled him out of class, and you all were walking, and because also,
I grab my dice.
this rival did not recognize Zalzin at the beginning, so there was kind of a moment of figuring out who was talking to who, and you all were beginning to have conversations with Riven, and were walking out of Zephyrus to head to Basalt House to continue the conversation in your dorm rooms in privacy.
I've got my
So,
dice.
however you all would like to begin engagement in the conversations, I will allow it to be your call. How do you want to
Oh, yeah.
proceed?
We're heading back
So
to.
we haven't left Zephyrus house yet. What you would need to do is head to the Biblioplex and then go over the bridge to Basalt House. So there's
Yes.
probably about a 40-minute walk ahead of you.
Okay.
Let's go.
Zalzin just casually keeps walking, unfazed by this new information.
Helmrich is going to walk beside. What's his name again? I have it written
So
down.
his real name or the name that he goes by?
I guess his real name?
So his real name is Riven.
Riven.
R-I-V-E-N.
I'm
Riven.
gonna write that down quickly. Helmrich is
The name that you all know him as in his disguise, as the Elvish version, is Veyron Talos.
How do you spell that?
Veyron?
Yeah.
V-E-Y-R-E-N-T-A-L-O-S.
Thank you.
And then his real name is Riven, R-I-V-E-N, Calyx, C-A-E-L-I-X.
All right. Helmrich's gonna walk over to Riven, and he's gonna say, "Is this real flesh and blood?"
It's a good enough disguise that it fools most people, but, don't... I'm looking at your hands, don't go pulling on me.
No.
But, yes,
I am
it-
the lieutenant.
And while we speak on it, I hope that you all do understand that you all do know my real name. I ask that you don't say that to anybody around here. And Zalzin, you'll agree, obviously, for obvious reasons, that I'm going to refer to you as that.
That is who I am, yeah.
Fair enough. We're going to your dorm room? Why are we going to your dorm room?
He's got like a pillow fort in there that we're like safe in.
His
looks around.
His room is warded.
There's nobody around here. I mean,
That's what they want you to think.
Gives a big shrug. He is exceptionally paranoid. We
I
have
there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, let's. You guys have been around the campus, right?
cool.
yes. I think we have seen all of the house. No, we have not seen the plant place with rot.
Yeah, Zephyrus. That's behind us.
I look ahead.
Oh yeah, we did go to Zephyrus. So then yeah.
You went to the very sort of, so like
just
the way that the
broke
path
it.
worked is that the path would wind to the right a little bit, and then you would actually go into the full campus.
Back again.
I don't
Um,
believe in Tempest.
You guys were just at the tree line, just a little bit inside, not in the actual like forest.
Okay.
Zalzin looks at him and he goes,
Jin just died.
"A favor from you. First, I need you to, I'm going to hand you a box, and once we are 6 feet away, I want you to stay looking." I'm stuck it. I saying that.
All right. So it's up to you guys. We can either skip and just move 40 minutes in time to the dorm room, or is there anything that you all would like to say before we get there?
I think I'll wait.
Okay.
What time is it in the day right now?
So currently it's about 1 o'clock
Thank you.
our time.
Was he always this bull-headed?
Oh, Thousand. That's right.
Did you
what do
refer
mean
to
by
me?
bullheaded? He kind of looks over at Zalzin and kind of smirks.
Socially.
Oh, yes, very much to the point, very much trying to break all the mysteries, but has no real way of sort of charismatically introducing that to other people who might not know the level of, I wouldn't say he weaponizes his intelligence, but there can be times where it can be a little off-putting for sure.
I'll have you know I have a -1 to charisma.
Right. Kind of nods. What did you study?
Oh, what did I study?
Yes.
I mean, I definitely was obsessed with transformation. That was something that really interested me, for sure. But again, this is where studying is where my philosophy and his sort of branched apart. I've seen throughout history, time and time again, that knowledge is the most powerful weapon of all. And used correctly by very few can manipulate untold numbers of armies. So I believe that the safest thing to do with most things that we know about our past is to either take away access or destroy it forever. Zalzin, on the other hand,
Yes?
seeks to protect that. Thinks that it should be put on a mantle. You know, a glass display case. I don't know that throughout all the years that I agree with that, but
In time, everything will end there.
transformation, mythomantic decay, and you know, memory theory, those kinds of things. But I will be honest and fair to Zalzin. He was the smarter of the two of us, and I was happy to go along with the things that piqued his interest. Otherwise, he would have left me behind. It's been good being independent for. I mean, I definitely missed you, but it's been interesting being independent for the last 20 years and really kind of figuring out who you are. And so accepting that you were alive this whole time. I don't think it's hit me yet, but it's for sure up there in my list of regrets that I didn't do something to. I don't know, maybe you were dead and came back at some point? I don't know.
I assure you, if it was of my design, my calculations were perfect and this was intentional.
Well, you knew more than I did at that time, so it's good to hear that you're not that you don't blame me.
There is no need to blame. I elevated you. At least, according to you.
Yeah. I think so, yeah. I owe a lot of who I am today to you, for sure.
Although Sullivan, if your calculation's perfect, then why did you leave your brother for 20 years?
That is a good question. I need to decipher my past self to figure out what I did. And I'm pretty sure I left that intention.
Helmut kind of shrugs and looks over back at Ribbon and goes, "I am Helmut of the 8th Order of the Hills."
Elmric. Veyron, but I guess you already know that.
He nods and he goes, "We have, through circumstance, have found ourselves a cohort of sorts. We are all bound here unintentionally."
In Obius? What do you mean bound?
Yes. We were... He kind of stops and kind of looks at the rest of the group.
To remain.
Elmerick kind of nods. We are not supposed to be here.
Y'all maybe.
Yes.
I think I was supposed to be here, but it was a mix-up with the other guys for sure.
There's a lot.
Like, you're gonna have to fill me in. I don't know if you're like being humble or what do you mean by this? What does that mean?
No,
Let's wait till we're in my room for that.
Is it safe to share this information with a newcomer?
He is, and I believe he is, an old friend of Zal's. I think we can trust him.
He left South.
He thought he was dead. I have met many comrades in the muck.
You mean like, cause you killed them, or just like they died just in general?
Helmut doesn't answer.
You left that kind of ambiguous.
I guess I should apologize because I have been focusing on Zalzan. I have to use that name. But I hope that you look at me as my attention, of course, is the I'm still processing a lot. This is it's a lot. I spent 20 years thinking he was dead.
Someone overjoyed. You tried to avoid me in that class.
I didn't recognize you at first. I mean, I obviously remember what you looked like when I left, you know, the rune, but that was so long ago. It wasn't until your personality really is so in front of you that I couldn't help but recognize you. But it took me a minute. That, and also, my defenses were really up because he kind of looks around and he's like, "I'm not me." So I didn't know if my cover was being blown. Somebody knew I wasn't supposed to belong here either. I've studied intensively about how they treated warforges, and we're not welcome in a lot of places, which is why I changed my identity. It was off-putting for a second until I realized what was happening.
Lesser minds, lesser beings cannot comprehend what I have created.
A reason of the cohort is Zalzan is a useful member. We are all sworn to protect each other.
We all contribute equally to that protection.
So you're called the cohort?
Cohort of the 8th.
What's the 8th?
It's the next in line.
Oh, you've had 7 of these groups so far?
I was of this one, but they are gone.
Oh. Okay.
So like, yeah, this is the 8th attempt at a group with him in charge, but I think just shows his experience.
Oh, I only led part of the 7, and only the 7.
So at about this point, we would be approaching Basalt campus. Godfrey, you'd have to take the lead as far as showing exactly where your dorm room is. But we can say that we are now safely confined in your dorm rooms. Any discussion you'd like to have?
And I'm going to look back over at Riven. Say, hey, oh, by the way, is Riley? I'm looking at Riven. Say, remind me again. What did you know about the attack?
Oh, I mean, there's what I've been told, and then there's what I feel. Plenty of rumors going around that the bombing at Dragon's Tail was a distraction. Someone or ones broke into Candlekeep and stole. I've heard books, I've heard artifacts, I've heard.
I have one pointed at myself.
I've heard that somebody died.
The other
Didn't
one's
escape.
right
I've heard
behind
several
it.
different stories with that, but that's what my belief is that the council knows something that they're not telling us, that I think Dragon's Tail was a distraction, it was a cover-up, and
Yeah.
but
I don't
with
think I'll
my
take that.
knowledge on Candlekeep, this has been planned for a long. It had to have been. The security in Candlekeep is unlike any other vault in the multiverse. It's just not something that you could just run in guns ablazing.
I'm sure I could have cracked it, given enough time myself. However, you are right. This was all planned, and that council of theirs has no idea what's happened. No matter how much they try to seem in control, they tried to control us, and it didn't work. I believe something was stolen. They spread this story that one of them was killed and one escaped.
I don't think I've heard that one yet.
What do you know about Oracle Daemon?
I know he's the head of the Oracle. Very student forward. I've only been here a few years, but I've seen him go against the council in defense of the student body. Really good man, I feel. Yeah, very supportive of us. There are many other oracles, but he's just so hands-on with us. It's why he's our favorite.
This one's housing gets real close, and he says, "Would he attempt to kill Tutu?"
Would he attempt to kill students? No.
Interesting.
It wasn't
I don't think
him.
so.
Told you this. Don't believe it's him. He was.
I
was asking.
Is that what you brought me here to tell me that he's been killing students?
No.
A summary
German
of
suspicion.
our experience here is we are not supposed to be here. Our invitations were forged. So were our keys.
We were part of the plan, essentially, that these people planned up.
What did y'all do?
We did nothing. But I believe that we were a sufficient distraction being at the scene of the crime at that given moment. And then when they looked into us, they saw that everything we had was forged.
I did hear that.
Delayed
I
us.
did hear that somebody had said that they caught the people that did it, but I didn't hear anything else after that. So I'm guessing that was you guys.
Yes.
Correct.
We have been framed, and luckily we have been freed of charges, but it is still unfortunate. We have other tasks involving some of the lords and council members, but that is all.
You have other tasks?
We are performing an errand for Daemar that has not gone as he said. And we are going to confront him about these issues.
What has he? What task?
He gave us a bomb.
Yes. We were given a cage, but Zalzan is good with artifacts and magics. He found out that there were several spells intent to kill us should we use the item.
That Damar gave you?
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah, like personally handed to us
Unfortunately
directly.
for whoever planned this, whether it be Damo or something else, they could not get past my intellect.
So hold on. So, what did he give you the box? What do you mean? So he gave you a box that
He
wasn't
sent us
what
to
he-
capture the supposed person that escaped Candlekeep.
Under
We did
the
not
stones
find
is a.
I thought that person was dead.
There,
One.
No,
was
they
dead.
just left.
There were two.
Oh, there were two.
Correct.
Damar told you this?
Yes.
Well, we saw the
Right.
one that didn't die. Like, he almost blew us up.
And you were supposed to get him.
Something like that.
Is he in the box?
No, just bombs.
I'm gonna.
Oh,
if
right, just the bombs, right.
If the box were to be activated, it would perform its task, but it would also. Have you heard of the spell Power Word Kill?
Yeah, of course. You're telling me that there's a power word kill in this box.
6 of them.
there are 6.
I
Okay.
won't tell you what the
No,
word
8.
is, but I'll give you a hint if you ask.
It was 8. It was
Oh, there's 8. Okay, got you. Are we safe?
in my
A bag of gold.
spectrum, yes, and it is in hidden.
I'm glad there's someone here I trust, Alzin. Because, okay.
I thought I'll just say
Okay,
it.
so you were put in charge to go find this person that escaped Candlekeep. Damar gave you a box that has 8 power word kills in it. Where's Damar now?
I'm still thinking maybe he's
Assuming in his
innocent
office.
still.
You haven't talked to him.
Not since these.
We were hoping you would know more than we did. But
We
you
discovered
seem to
a lot of-
knowledge.
Oh, I know of Damar. I don't know Damar. I mean, obviously this comes as a shock. I don't think he would do that, but I'm not going to vouch for him. I don't know him that well. I just know him as the...
No. You missed.
Oh, as far as what happened at Dragon's Tail. I gotcha. I question what is being told to us and what really happened. I'm glad you guys were found not, to be part of that. I mean, I trust that you guys weren't.
Call me alive.
I mean, I most certainly know that people cannot teleport in or out of. The only spell that really works that I've found is Misty Step. And even still then, it's not always
He went somewhere.
super accurate, but you can kind of teleport within about 50 feet, and that's about it. So whoever did this, if they've indeed, I've heard rumors that like Baron's command has been locked down and nobody can go, in. My guess is they either haven't left or somebody from the inside
It
has
is
done
most
a lot of
certainly
this, and they're
someone.
covering things up.
That's
It's
what
most
I
certainly
was
someone
saying.
from the inside.
They were too
And they
busy
all
faffing
seem
around
so-
with us.
They also seem so sure of their defenses and wards, but anything, as I told them, can be broken.
Well, we'll see what Strix has to
Very
say tonight.
interesting.
What is the matter?
Well, Strix is doing, I guess, some kind of big assembly. I'm guessing it had to do with last night.
The interesting thing is,
You look. Oh, you don't know. Okay.
Bro, they haven't been telling us shit. We're not even allowed to go to class. I think we're supposed to just like sit in our rooms and do nothing
what
for the next
perplexes
like
me the most
week or so.
is the area we were sent to by Damar was something very ancient termed basalt history. Probably, what was it, like 500 years ago?
I have to look back at my notes.
I think it was like nine something, and then we were in 14.
Yeah.
We got
yeah. I
fucked
mean, if
up.
it was ancient.
Yeah. Somewhere around 500 years.
Where did you go?
What's that place called with the mist? The Nasty.
Look, I
garden?
don't have it highlighted.
Off the top of my head, I don't remember the name.
We never wrote the name, but I got information.
Reliquary Thay.
The Reliquary Theater.
Theta.
I've heard of it.
We went there.
Most of the spirits in basalt. Well, I should say most. The ones that have been around for the longest know about it. I think some of the elders also know about it, but they don't talk about it as much. Why were you sent there again?
We were told
To die.
other.
Oh, that the guy went there.
Yes.
This is not apprehend him.
That would be a good spot to hide.
I think either like
But
we
I'm guessing
find
you need to find
him and then we die.
It's in that box.
Long dead things that should have been buried.
Yeah, basalt has an interesting history.
Lost a dead angel?
That should be deleted. It's not very.
Oh, we deleted that
not
thing.
good.
Rest assured, there was an effort to make it deleted.
We all collectively contributed to that.
Half of them were sleeping.
I'm guessing that
I was almost dead
now that
actually.
you
I
left all of the evidence of that existing behind, instead of doing the right thing, which was stopping anybody from going into that place ever again.
Oh, no, the evidence is all with me. And only me.
he likes to like collect shit.
What did you take?
Everything.
Oh no.
Let me see. What? Show me.
No, do not take it out.
Do it.
Not the box. I don't want to see that.
Pull it out.
Zarek is gonna put like a heavy hand on Zalzan's shoulder and be like, "This is not the person, time, nor place."
Oh, I was not going to show him the information, but I was going to show him something else.
No, none of it.
No.
Show him. Why not? I trust him.
You know how big that thing was?
Sorry.
In this room. How big is this place? How big is your thing?
If he tries to snitch, we just like throw him down the well. You know, no one will ever find him.
You know I'm right here, right? I can hear literally.
No, I'm whispering. You can't hear me.
I was gonna learn. You can't hear me.
You're standing here.
I cast deafness on him.
If I can't
Sorry,
see you,
can't hear me.
me.
You can't see me. You can't hear me.
Some interesting experiments happened down there, let's say that. Some I might
Alright.
perfect in the future.
I feel like we've already told him basically all of it. We may as well just show him.
I think we.
What do you? Hold on. Whoa! Stop! What do you? Hold on, Zalzan. What do you mean you're gonna perfect that in the future? What are you talking about?
No, he's gonna look at homework.
I think what happened in there should stay buried. You can keep it, but it should stay with you and you alone.
What did you take out of there? I was thinking like books or something. What
He did take books. He did.
What remained of the experiments, but it is. We should not speak more of this. We should go to confront.
Isn't that what
Tamar
we're here
about this
for?
problem.
Like some kind of. You wanted privacy.
Yes, we
We're
are.
gonna have to go to a third, even more private location to tell you that.
Literally, to our bedroom.
It's got two
The asshole of a beholder is the only safe place for this conversation to be taken.
Yo! Senator, where are you?
Private space.
We've already.
Xanathar's dead.
Senator, no!
Where's place?
Yeah, I'm with Godfrey.
Thousands just pulls out the dead angel corpse.
No.
Do you really?
Yes.
Oh,
Ah, sorry, it scared me.
This thing. And then he puts it back in.
no. This room's not that big, he knows all of them.
He kind
No
of
body,
half
no
pulled out,
crime.
You know?
Know
It's
what they
half
say.
pulled out, so that way he can partially see it.
Half
And then he,
pulled out is still most of the room.
I think the most you could do is pull its head out.
Yeah.
okay, it's how big was this thing again, Dio? It's angel.
It's a 6 foot full on
Alright.
angel. Like it
No,
was,
so
yeah.
I'm taller than that. What do you mean? Hey, come on, guys.
Actually,
How big is Mordecai's private thing, though?
let me look back on the.
Angels are
Oh, it covers the room.
Lucio is exactly 6 foot.
Usually, like,
No, I know. I said 6 foot, and I was like, that doesn't sound right.
So I just pull
I
out.
want to say very big.
Okay,
You know,
I
Agonize-
Okay, we're good.
I show it the agonizing face of this thing, and then I
It's like Medusa. If you look it in the eyes, it'll curse you.
uh,
12 feet.
yeah, okay.
Yeah,
So I just
that's
pull
a
out.
lot bigger.
I just show the head.
Double. Some would say double.
I just say the head. I just pull out the head. Just the
There,
tip,
yeah.
You know?
There is, for sure, a horrific reaction on Riven's face.
You seem
And
disturbed.
he
by it.
just, there's moments of silence. And he just kind of lets his eyes unfocus and sits in this moment and then kind of comes to and looks at you and goes, "You were not like this. I don't know what happened."
Rest assured,
There's one
this
thing
was
when it was
done by
all-
amateur.
One thing when it was all like, we didn't agree on a lot of things, but it was all talk. I don't know what happened to you.
Is
He's
there a
been like
problem?
this since we've
You
known him.
wanted to know this information, so I showed it to you.
No, I do. I do want to know the information. The fact that you just wouldn't have been capable of this when you were you.
Well, that shit tried to like murder the fuck out of us. It was self-defense.
But I'm sure I'll see you all around. I'm free to go, right?
Let's discuss that. Team, are we letting him leave now?
I'm just gonna look at him and be like,
I can keep him here.
"Is there an issue? We divulged you a lot of secrets, and you suddenly seem to have a change of heart."
It's not the
How much-
secrets that I.
It's pretty shaky. Helmrich is going to kind of stand between everyone and Riven, and he's going to go, I will escort you out. I apologize.
He did warn you.
I thought you could handle that. That's my B. I overestimated you.
I'm glad you're alive.
Maybe once I regain more of my memory, I will fully understand who you are.
I hope you remember who you are. And then looks over to you.
I am Zaus.
Helmrich nods, and as he takes them out of the sanctum, and when they're out, he looks at him and goes, I apologize. The horrors of it, to the uninitiated, they are vile.
It's not the thing that he pulled out that freaks me out. It's accepting that I watched somebody so close to me die twice now. That's not Kalen. I don't know who that person is. That is it. I don't. a lot of time has passed. It's only natural that, I mean, that's a lot. It's a lot for me to deal with. I know that. It took me a long time to deal with the fact that. But I wanted it. I wanted to never. I wanted to beat nature. I don't know if he wanted to. He was just trying to fix a mistake that he had made, and I think it cost him his life more than. It's just a lot to process. But thank you for, I think, standing up for me. I appreciate that. Yeah.
You see Zaza from the other room. I never make mistakes.
Helmrich nods, and he goes, I say that you keep this information to yourself. I
Well, I would tell.
am of your mindset that this knowledge should have been destroyed. But
There's a relief that I'm not alone in this one. Yeah. But good luck to y'all, whatever you're in. It's deeper than I want to deal with.
I thank you for your information and your aid. And should you find yourself in danger, find us. Find me. I will aid you.
I appreciate that. Good luck to y'all. And he turns around, maybe expecting something to happen, kind of walking away, but guarded.
I cast magic
Zaza
missile
walks
into
out
the back of his
looking
head.
for Helmrich, and Zaza walks out looking for Helmrich. Helmrich, are you coming back in?
I believe we should go find Damar.
He looks over at Reverend walking away and he goes, farewell, brother, as you called it.
I think you traumatized that guy, Zalza. I don't think he's gonna talk to you again.
Oh my god. You okay?
No. But it is not our concern.
Okay.
Does he do anything when I say farewell to him, Theo?
Nah, he was too far down the hallway. He just kept walking.
I walk at him fast.
You traumatized your poor brother, Zaldin.
He called me his brother, but I'm not fully convinced. I get to see his medical form as he so mentioned.
Zolzin, your brother, seems to be made of a different kind of steel. Maybe softer steel.
No, it seems to be. It seems like it's made of steel, which is magic.
This metal,
Pretty. No.
I know you weren't trying to make a joke there, but.
this metal is
Such
more unique.
Such a Jim thing to say. Am I right?
This metal is more unique than steel. Now let's go see Damon.
What time was that assembly he was talking about?
He didn't say what time.
Said in the evening,
No.
pretty sure.
But you
Unfortunate.
can guess, as you were all gathering up to go meet Damar, that you hear these sort of very low vibrating chimes of what sound to be bells throughout the campus. And from the few days that you've been here, there's no bells. But nonetheless, you hear them, and as you're making your way through the dorm rooms, doors start opening up, and people collectively start leaving their rooms.
Magic missile! Magic missile! Magic missile!
Sort of walking down. As you're walking down the hallways and looking off, the windows leading out into the actual courtyard of the campus, watching, the student body funnel in, you can put together that potentially that was the alert of the student body of Obius to gather in the Biblioplex.
Alright.
I'm going that
That's where we're
way.
heading anyway. That's where we're heading anyways to go see Damon.
Yeah,
So.
they might probably be there.
Okay.
We'll head over.
Is there anything else you want to do before you get to the Biblioplex?
We can confront him on a stage with an audience.
You gotta throw the box. Logus!
Hey man, you tried to kill us.
That killed 8 students over there. You see what that did? Hey, dog, give that to us.
You!
Yeah, they'll think we're innocent for sure if we run in there and activate a fucking power word kill bomb.
Yeah, I'll be right back though.
Alright, yeah, found the Biblioplex, because that's where Damar is. Maybe we can get to him before the meeting.
I can't wait till Damar's like, they're the terrorists, they have a bomb, get them.
All right, yeah, we head over.
I just wanted to wait for Jen to come back.
Oh, yeah.
The moment that
Actually, do we all
happened,
want to take a break? Do we want to take like a few minute break?
Yeah, we can.
All right, let's take a quick break. So, welcome back. As you all head, sort of in this massive group of people that are, and there's conversations and people kind of figuring out exactly what's going on, and people informing others that Strix had actually called this meeting, and it wasn't sort of a, it was more word of mouth that this was called for. And as you make your way into the Biblioplex, it's full, almost like bursting. Orientation that you'd seen was for new students, and then you had been in a class, which was obviously significantly less of attendance. This is everyone. This is students and professors and esteemed and deans and the like. So it's crowded. That hushed chatter, sort of ripping and tearing through, the audience. You see the candlelight glowing from the crystal globes that kind of float above, overhead. The central dais, comes up. You're used to all this. Someone that you haven't seen is the man that is standing on the central dais. You see this man that has skin that's been pulled from years of focus. The hair swimming with gray that's got these streaks of black combed through. Full beard with a pronounced, almost separate, sort of bushy mustache that's over top. And you see on his forehead a tattoo, some kind of dragon that sits perched predominantly on his forehead, centered in between his eyes, and his dark black and red robes, while bold or more soft-spoken, humble. And he stands and, as he does, sort of patiently waits for the student body to collect themselves and come to a hush. And he stands just patiently looking out with certainty where his eyes are, and says, "Students and staff of OBSI, thank you for meeting me here tonight. I believe that too much time has passed since recent events, and I found it best to meet you all face to face. Last night our campus trembled, as celebration was turned to devastation. And we lost friends, teachers, most importantly, truth. Fear, and the need to find out that truth decays at the mind. And I won't let that happen to you. I've brought you all here to tell you first and foremost that you are safe. Your wards remain untouched, your instructors remain vigilant, and this institute will not become a battlefield. We are scholars of balance. We know that knowledge can cut as easily as it can cure, but we do not fear it. We study, we adapt, we better, and we do this through trust. And I ask that you trust us in these moments, but I want to earn that trust. That being said, The best way that I see to do that is to brief you on exactly what we know that happened yesterday evening. 8 minutes before the explosion, cycle 344.66. The internal alarms at Baron's command were suppressed by a precision seal. The staff within presumed having been dead for at least 2 hours before this moment. Their records binded. And at this point, you hear the student body kind of react to immediately going into really precise details. You hear little whispers and sort of talks amongst, the body. At cycle 344.68, during the evening's bell's third quarter chime, an explosive device detonated at the Dragonstaff Festival. 7 passed, 9 were critically injured. Staff and even some of your fellow students rushed in to aid as best they could. Cycle 344.685, Oracle Daymar, Dean Jordan Davis, Professor Vahash, and 4 Avowed arrived at the scene. During these same moments within Candlekeep, the team had entered the vaults at the 3rd level and 4 artifacts were taken. Cycle 344.70, that team, by mistake, failed to disarm all traps and perished with the most painful death that comes to any that steps foot into Candlekeep uninvited. Cycle 344.87, Avowed, audited, and retrieved the intruder and marked any missing artifacts. Cycle 344.92, those students found assisting at the scene of the murder were found to be innocent and indeed being heroes, having helped the wounded and quite possibly saved many lives that evening. These are the facts, and it is unprecedented. No one has ever successfully pulled something off like this in Candlekeep or even Obius's history, and yet it was orchestrated with extreme knowledge and planning. And this brings me to the question that I know that we all have, which is, who is responsible? I am deeply saddened to say it's 2 of our own. Oracle Daymar of the 7th Sight and Archivist Iana Thale stand under grave suspicion, and I emphasize that word, suspicion. Their offices have been found to be cleared of all research and personal effects. Their traces within the weave are gone and out of sight of our oracles. This is a betrayal of trust, yes, but it's not a triumph of darkness. Those who believe that they can outrun consequences always imagine themselves cleverer than they are. They are not beyond our reach. At this point, expectedly, you hear sort of an uncontrolled sort of roar from the audience as people are reacting to this news. It's a shock to most. But he pushes forward, sort of raising up a gentle, respectful hand so that he may continue. The council has initiated pursuit. The gates to Obius remain sealed. The ley routes are under watch. Every oracle in this institute now stands the horizons for their echoes. And you, our beloved students, must hear this plainly. If you hear whisper of doom, remind them that Candlekeep still burns bright. If you feel watched from the dark, remind that we see them as well. Some of you have already begun attending classes again today, and let's mark tomorrow as normal. Finish your spells, your songs, your studies. Let's let these halls ring again with what they were shaped for: learning and laughter, curiosity. Fear is a poor teacher. Hope, I find, performs far better. The council will keep you informed as these truths unfold, but for now, take comfort in this. Obius endures. Its light, your light, is not so easily unmade. Thank you all for coming. And he begins to make his way off the stage as several people trying to figure out exactly what to do in reaction to that kind of begin making their way out.
That's bad.
Yeah.
That is bad. I'm looking at Helmreich.
I did not write down the second person. Who else was besides Oracle Daymar?
Oh yeah, who is?
The second one.
Not Oracle Daymar. That
Yeah.
would be the Archivist Iana Thale.
Okay.
That was the elf.
Aeon Veil. Cool.
Thale.
Veil.
Was she the elf?
You have never heard of this name.
Oh, okay.
The elvish woman that was at the council, you don't know her name, and you have not heard of Archivist Iana Thale.
You know,
Say whether
Theo,
those are related
am I able to insight all that? See if he would.
You want to make an insight check from somebody that's 150 feet away from you making a speech? You might go ahead. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you know.
Go ahead.
Sometimes. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna get it. It's 20, not natural.
As far as you can tell from the distance that you have in the body language and listening to the student body, I mean, it is a shock, for sure. But there's nothing that you picked up on that seems like you're being misled.
I'm gonna roll.
He's gonna hit it.
I don't think Helmut's got it.
What'd you roll?
Yeah,
Oh, you find out everything. And so what you...
This is player bias. This is player bias.
Don't have what I have for insight.
Uh,
It's an unnatural 20.
You're also exhausted.
as the crowd starts making its way out, you see two avowed monks that make their way up to you. Hoods pulled over, faces not showing, and stand next to you and sort of gesture to the man who's still standing at the stage, who's looking at you now.
Who is this guy? The guy that beat?
You would bet that this is Strix.
Okay.
Oh! Heard that.
I look at Helmut and I'm saying, I'm gonna say, new information, possibly all fake. See what he has.
I approach.
Well,
Keep your guard up, Helmut. As Zalza.
He looks at your group and turns over, starts walking towards the door, and as he does, those of you with a higher than normal perception would notice that your student badges glow just a little faintly. As he walks over and opens a door, which seems to be some sort of study or office on the other end of it.
I'm gonna look at my student badge real quick.
Nothing is new on it, nothing has changed, it's just there's a faint glow to it.
Car count it.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, absolutely. Make it a roll.
hey, Lil, I have a question. What is actually your arcana?
Well, I rolled a 1 with guidance, and then a plus 7, so that's 8, and a nat 20, 28.
I have a higher arcana than
You
Zalta.
rolled with advantage?
No, I rolled it. I rolled a 1 with guidance, and then I have a plus 7, so that's 8, and then I rolled that 20, so 28.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Holy shit.
So on your badge,
I have a plus 7 to my arcana.
I got the plus 8.
it is literally anybody's guess on what this does, but you do see that there are a little bit of enchantment, a little bit of conjuration, a little bit of illusion, a little bit of abjuration. There's kind of a swell of enchantments that are not just around your IDs, but each one of you.
Wait, you have a plus 5 to your intelligence? Jesus.
So,
No.
he walks into the study, and
Oh, expertise.
begins walking around the other side of his desk. You all are still kind of standing where you're at, having not moved until you give me the word.
Helmut takes the lead.
None of us magic seem threatening, right?
No. You don't know what it does, but you know,
Yeah.
I mean, you don't. That's up to you if you feel threatened. I'm not going to tell you that. How does Elsa feel?
Zalza feels like he's gonna put it in his bag of holding. That could happen.
The badge?
Yes.
Okay.
You immediately get
And I
arrested by monks.
And I continue forward.
Okay. As the few of you enter in, Zalzan having put his ID in his bag of holding, you all walk in, and one of the avowed follows in behind you and shuts the door, having not entered the room that you're entering in. Strix, and I suppose I should describe the room. This is it's very used. So there's two different kinds of, mage rooms or wizard rooms or studies, however you want to sort of label them. There's the decorative ones where, through just decades of research and exploration and, adventuring and all these things or whatever, are kind of set up to hold memories, essentially. This one is utilized. You see books that are thrown back onto the shelf, having been read, at some point recently. They're not neatly placed there. They're utilized. It's not cluttered. It's not disorganized. It's just used. Every area that you kind of look at is justified in its space and where it's at. And he reaches in to his desk, pulls out a drawer, and pulls out a small little wooden box with a round top on it, and what seems to be a kind of a horn with this sort of ivory wrapping around it. It's a pipe, and taps in his tobacco and lights it, and without really looking at you, goes, "What I'm about to tell you," and as he's pulling in the beginnings of the smoke, cannot leave this room. And finally looks at you and goes, "Is that understood?"
Helmut nods.
Yeah.
Understood.
We understand.
You've already heard the shapes of last night's tragedy, and I'm sure that you filled in a few gaps of your own. What you haven't heard is the part of the pattern that only the council knows. The Chamber of Truth did confirm your innocence, and the divinations that followed confirmed something stranger, that we had attempted to trace your paths through the weave, and there was nothing to see. No echoes, no threads, no shadow of possible futures. You stand in prophecy as blank spaces. This is not natural, and it most certainly is not accidental. Someone, or ones, went to great lengths to frame you. And that is true, but also to silence you in a way that we don't yet understand. We know your invitations were forged, that Avis Orism, Director of Admission, did not send you those invitations, that your port keys were fraudulent, or IDs planted near the body inside of Candlekeep. You were put in the center of this story for a purpose. You were meant to be convenient victims swept away by chaos, but yet you survived, and that alone alters the shape of the game that's being played. Now, consider Oracle Daemar and Archivist Diana. They were both last seen by our oracles in the wetlands of Zephys at cycle 345.66. And then through a pair of shears sort of just snipped them out of the weave entirely, they vanished. Gone. Without a trace. Can't see them, can't follow them. Every oracle who tries finds only distortion. Like the threads of the weave sort of fraying into static. The same with you. You're absent in the weaves. When the oracles turn sight to you, it sort of gets away from them, the same as it does with Daemar and Ayana. Whatever was done to conceal them has touched you as well. Through what machinations we can't say yet. And this makes you uniquely suited to pursue them. You can walk where they have gone without setting off alarms of prophecy. You can pass through places that they've touched without drawing the attention of any oracle or dean or avowed who would naturally be summoned merely by approaching. It's a unique situation where, in this instance, we can't send a professor or an oracle or anyone that's really recognized by the weave. But you, the weave doesn't acknowledge you. And that's why you are here. Damar and Iana's office were cleared with care, not panic. They had time on their hands. This belongings, I'm sure, would be damning. We have nothing. I don't know what the signal was, but everything's gone. And they left no note, no explanation, no trace, except the path through Zephyrus before their trail was severed. We don't have any evidence of a planned escape. We just only have evidence of the lack thereof where there should be. I would personally ask to assist with this, and I understand that it's simple in wording but difficult in execution. If you were to travel to Zephyrus and begin at the wetlands where the oracles lost their trace and search for signs of where they went and what they had prepared and what drove them to cut themselves free of prophetic sight. If you were to possibly return them alive, if not return the truth of their actions, some kind of evidence or belongings or stolen works or anything that really clarifies their intent. And I want to personally say that I don't ask this lightly. You were used as pawns in another scheme. I won't see you used again. So this is not a choice that I can make for you. This is not an order. I need you to be certain that this is what you would want. But also understand this. You are the only ones that can walk unseen, it seems, as far as we know currently. You are the ones where prophecy can't really warn them against. They won't see you coming. As far as if they're using the tools that we have. Whatever was meant to destroy you has instead shaped you into the one thing that Damar and Iana cannot anticipate. So the Institute stands at the edge of something larger than we have the ability to comprehend. And whether by fate or accident or malice or you stand at the edge of it. So I asked you plainly, will you help? Will you follow the last echo of two minds who believed that they could outwit consequence, outwit you, and bring back what was lost?
No thanks.
Dalton looks at him.
I'm
Dalton
good.
looks at him and just, he just says, seem to want to appeal to our ego a bunch by how outwitted we were. I do not believe I was outwitted in any sense of the word.
I'm glad you feel that way. Nonetheless, you were used. I don't feel that's right.
Furthermore, what was actually stolen from Candle?
Give me 1 second.
If y'all want to go do this, that's cool and all, but I think I'm gonna like stay at home and like make like a painting or something.
You can't leave your cohort.
Yeah, Helmer.
I'm sure you guys will do great. I have the most faith in you.
We need you.
Dave, are you alive?
I'm here. Helmrich is gonna look at Square and say, "You are of the Eight. We go together."
Don't you guys want somebody to tell your story if you don't make it? I mean, how else will I, carry on the legacy? if we all go, then we could all die together, and I'm not trying to die with you guys.
It would be a great adventure. It is a shame that you won't be there to give us a song worthy of it. Because I'm sure whatever you make right now will be paltry in comparison to what we will do.
That's fucked up the way you're manipulating me. I hope you know I see through that, but it is working.
I see what you're doing, but it is working.
I'm mad about it, but you're right.
I just want to say, imagine the fuck you would be able to say to your parents when you save Obius.
I don't even think they know I'm here. I don't. I'm gonna be so for real.
You would come back as a great musician and great warrior.
I mean, I really only need to be one of
I
those
was having
things.
trouble loading a note, and that made me fucking panic. I'm like, oh god, that's a lot of information.
You're
Okay.
good. It's fine. And Lucio, remember?
It's only fair that you know what was stolen from Candlekeep. We know for certain here's what was stolen. There was a tome called Ascension Through Mortality. It's a forbidden clerical theory. Now, while Obius does not necessarily stand on the moral compass of what is right and wrong, this is very dangerous in the wrong hands, and it is the only copy that we have. So what is inside of it, whoever has that is the only one that can vouch for that. That is a danger. Either it's good or it's bad and could potentially be wiped out. We do know that the book outlines the philosophical foundation that mortals should replace gods, not serve them. The other book is The Breath Beyond Breath. And it's a sort of scientific liberation, arcano, psychology, chronomancy, kind of adjacent, describing the connection between body and the weave, which can for sure be weaponized. Could be related to exactly what Daymar and Iana was up to. Another one is on the matter of soul duplication. This is the most dangerous of the four. Describes how powerful beliefs and the collective can be duplicated, fractured, or reshaped. That the soul is a component. This is not about cloning or resurrection. And then the echo of starlight. It's an old manuscript describing the first recorded imprint of prophetic magics. This is long before the modern divination even existed. A lot of this was before Mithra. What the purpose is for whoever holds these is unknown. But it is not good.
All right.
A lot
Tom kind of looks at Jin and gives him a nod. And
I would take.
I don't think Jen knows why you nodded at him.
I was busy writing.
Echo of Starlight, Echo of Starlight.
I would. Helmrich says, I would take my cohort and discuss this. Briefly.
You're free to do that here. I have no problem removing myself so that you all have a safe place to discuss this.
Can I insight him real quick too? Just
Yeah, 100%.
Just because.
There's a lot of flying north nowadays. That would be a 23.
Okay. 23. Taking in body language, And matching the information that you have to his, you don't find any errors in the testimony that he is saying. There is a level of trust, but your reading of his body language and his willingness to answer questions and all of these things makes you feel that he is on your side.
Did Damar have artifacts that were of his own design?
Not that I'm aware of, but I'm not confident to say either way.
Here.
Looks at Helmrich. All right, Helmrich, let us discuss.
Give us a few minutes to discuss this.
Understood? And he begins to walk out of the door. For any of you, those who turn around, it is not the door that you came in. And he begins descending a set of stairs. That's about all you'd see from your point of view. The door shuts gently behind him.
There are many things. There are some of those items stolen that I would have interest in. On the matter of soul duplication.
Same for myself.
Stomach nods. Obviously, Jin requires the manuscript.
Yes. Something can definitely help.
Hear me out. They were expecting us to be dead by this point. So we're probably not involved any further in their evil machinations. What if we just don't get involved and we go back to like doing class like we're supposed to?
No. We're too far in now.
Put the hand on Lucia's
Look.
shoulder. A strong hand. Strong metal robot.
I'm just saying we should consider both sides very thoroughly.
We have. I think we've all considered it.
Where is your sense of adventure? Your thirst for knowledge?
I like writing about adventure more like kind of conceptually and in theory, not necessarily like actively partaking in it.
And yet, first person is the best way to write. When it comes to
He has
I mean, you're not wrong.
Quick, Helmut, put your hand on his other shoulder.
Kind of looks at him and says, I will not reckon you into the crucible, but I will ask you as a member of the cohort that you will write this story and you will sing our song firsthand so that you may scream it to the heavens.
and just your pants.
Yeah, I guess I'm into that.
He has daddy.
Just minorly.
Well, we all agreed on going after
you
the
lie.
The only way to get more answers is to get more involved. Are you all agreed? Agreed?
Mm-hmm.
I grow tired of the mundanity of these classes. I pray that
We went to one class.
That was enough.
It was not exciting.
I loved it. I thought it was great. I went to 2 classes actually, sorry.
Fancy.
I am here to aid the cohort. The moment that I get a whiff of my prey, that will be consuming all of my attention.
We will assist you, Godfrey.
Can you track him down by smell?
I have failed in tracking him
What if
Theo,
we could give you his box to smell? Maybe that would help.
Theo, can I try an Arcana check the mentions of the weave being kind of disconnected?
describe to me how you want to do that.
I'll be right back.
I want to delve into the possible theories of working.
You're cutting out. What'd you say?
I want to delve into the possible theories and workings of how that could happen, because it seems theoretical.
Okay. So you're wanting to do research on that, or you're wanting to do an Arcana check on that?
Arcana check for first hand, like for first impressions on that. I've had research later to back it. Kind of theory crafting in it.
Right. What you're describing would be more of a history check.
Oh, I mean, history's better. I'll take history.
If you wanted to do a history check,
Well, that's all you had to say, do you? I have a plus 10 in that. Fucking guidance.
fucking guidance.
Fucking.
4. It's a total of 15.
15.
I'm gonna come back to this
Knowing-
later.
Yeah, I mean, you know the basics of connecting to the weave. You know the different schools, you know, as far as, you know, the history of Mithra and things. You're going through it, and nothing, you're not thinking of any known cases of a disconnection from the weave mechanically.
Okay.
It's one thing to not have the abilities or the talents to be able to connect to the weave. It's another to have a reversal, to have that denial.
And I can still
That,
cast
like-
spells, though, with all of the...
Or you're aware, yeah.
Interesting.
So there's still an ability to manipulate the weave. For some reason, anything that 15, you'd have to do more studying on it.
I'll do more stuff. Yeah, I know, dude. I roll a 4.
I think what I could give you with a 15.
Well, I guess I'll go and knock on the door that the guy walked through.
Okay. Knock on the door, and a few moments pass, and then the gentle turnings of the handle, and he opens up and looks at you and kind of nods expectantly.
We are in agreement to assist this college in finding these people, as we wish to know more as well.
Good. And he makes his way in and shuts the door. Kind of peeks out, looks out the door before he fully shuts it, and walks over to the back of his desk, still puffing on his pipe intermittently. Let us begin. Even though we cannot see them, look for their trace. Footprint in mud, spell smudged, forgotten echo. Find it. Follow it. Strix walks over calmly to a cage that's hanging between two rows of books on this sort of floor-to-ceiling massive bookshelf with these thick, sort of dark oak woods, and opens up the small door of the cage, reaches inside, sort of palm facing upwards, and you watch a small, almost like owl, jump and softly land. He pulls his hand out of the cage and gently closes the door with the other hand and walks over to your group. And it looks like a normal, almost like a silver feathered owl, but there is this very faint, almost fire around the creature. And he says, "Before you depart, there are a few things that I can offer, tools that I wish none of you needed, but which I fear you will. This is Aetherwright, my companion for nearly 80 years. It's a silver fire owl, born in the sanctum of the first echo, place that's older than prophecy, but I'm just reminiscing. Came to him as an owlet, little half burned by rogue divination, unable to fly. I healed what I could, and I have a suspicion that he would have healed all on his own if he had just felt safe. It's funny how wisdom sometimes shows it's not what you're capable of, but where your heart is and what you're willing to try that bests even some of the results. And I sort of feel that that's reminiscent of this group. And the owl sort of takes off from Strix's hand and flutters and lands on Lucio's shoulder. Aetherwright will aid you in a few ways. He can reveal lingering traces of spell works, and he's gotten quite good at it, actually, during my time with him. He can also see memories in places, not necessarily in minds, but impressions left behind. And Zephys has many stories to tell. Let Aetherwright be your ears for those stories. Also, he remembers paths that wish to be forgotten. And if the wetlands bend to confuse you, and they most certainly will, let him be your guide and find that true trail for you. Mechanically speaking, this is a scout companion, so you can have advantage on survival checks to track. You can have advantage on investigation checks for environmental clues, and the owl can project a 5-foot cone of silver light to reveal magical residues 3 times a day.
He will be my best friend.
Strix says, treat him kindly. He's wiser than he pretends, and he's braver than I ever was. And there's sort of a moment of closure there, and he kind of resets and then looks in his on top of his desk and pulls this sort of lacquered black case and opens it, and he goes, for some of the mundane things, less mundane, I suppose, by their necessity, and just sort of clears his throat and interrupts himself talking and pulls out 2 scrolls. One is a scroll of feather falling, and another is a scroll of detect thoughts. He also pulls out 5 potions of greater healing and 3 potions of vitality.
5 potions of greater healing.
Mhm.
Dio,
Yes.
may I copy this scroll of detect thoughts into my book?
You'll have to take some time with it.
I'm gonna look at him and say, another thing. We wish to, of course, be expedient. He looks over at Jen. Some of us are exhausted, tired. Is there a way to speed up the process of removing such fatigues of the mortal body?
I don't need it.
Potions of vitality will take care of any kind of exhaustion that you might have.
I handed Jen a potion of vitality.
I casually put it in my backpack after he hands it to me.
Take a sip.
No.
Three,
No.
3 levels. 3 levels. 3
I have 4.
four levels. Four
We'd
levels.
be at 3 because we took a long rest, I think.
We did not. We took a short rest. We took a short. We never did that. Yeah.
Damn.
That's what I'm saying. You probably drink the potion of vitality.
I know, because this is a punishment from my patron. And I know for a fact this is going to come with another punishment. If I cause that shit. If I get rid
What
of
if-
they said,
Well, what if we get rid of? Yeah. What if we get rid of one of the 4?
Not that
Actually, how does this potion work?
Yeah, so for each potion that you take, it takes a level of exhaustion away.
Okay, so you can take the 4th one away, and you can still have the 3.
I'm thinking we just go after them in the morning, and maybe we sleep tonight.
Well, yeah, we'll sleep tonight, but he should drink the potion now to get rid of the 4th level exhaustion, not imposed on him by his
The
patron.
one that I got from the swamp.
Yes.
I mean, I feel like it's up to Jin, but I think we should save
you'd
it.
be at 2 levels of exhaustion in the morning. instead of because you would have slept through one of the loopholes, you know. Well, it's not really a loophole because they never imposed the fourth level of exhaustion.
Yeah, they never did themselves, so they did say 3 nights exhaustion after crawling.
Or you could like get on your hands and knees and beg to your patron.
And
Or
it
you
only,
could just remember Lucio.
it only fixes 1 level exhaustion, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you drink the potion of vitality, and you can remove 1 level of exhaustion.
All right. We will
Huzzah.
rest for the day or for the night,
Oh my
and
god, I have full health. I can get full health
begin
again.
our journey the next day. Is that okay with you?
I'm not going to tell you how to do it. I will tell you that time is of the essence, though. The more time you give, the more time he has.
But most of this day is gone, and we do need.
Doesn't mean that there aren't pieces moving still. I'll leave it up to you.
Very well.
Now,
The reason why I believe in balance so much, if we were to rid the world of all of its evils, then no heroes would ever be born. It's up to you what you do with this calling. If you are able, I would bring them back alive. There are answers that only a living tongue can provide, but if they force your hand, do not die for their dignity. You have my faith. All of it.
We have a special box
Where
for that.
prophecy can't reach.
Yeah, I wonder if we should bring up a box. Like, yeah, we got a death box.
I think we should keep the box to ourselves.
It's our box after all.
Yeah, I don't want him to take it when we have a nuclear bomb that we can throw at someone.
Yeah, true.
this is tactically sound.
Technically.
Power word. This would be. Yeah. It'd be a lot of ouchies. Helmrich is almost out of range of its spell, though.
So, are we meeting up in the morning then? What's the move?
Think so.
Correct.
Alright, cool. Lucio leaves.
Alright.
He passes the fuck out.
I'm gonna walk Jin to his room on my floating disc, you know, to help him out. So he doesn't have to walk at half speed the whole way.
You get to the room, Lucio's already like splayed out, just asleep.
So as you all are exiting out of Strix's office, opening up the door, there is a set of stairs that are in front of you. And at the bottom of the stairs is Koi, standing there kind of looking at you like she was expecting you. And she kind of looks at all of you like with this big like, oh my god, grin. And she's like, come on. You look around, and when you had first entered Damar's office, this is one of the staircases that you had seen that is at the top of the biblioplex. And you look over, and you see that staircase leading to Damar's office. And she looks at you, and she has the disc that she stands on. When she looks at you, and she goes, come on, we're going down. What are you waiting for? Let's come on.
I'm already on it.
Yeah. Helmrich.
Yeah, I'll go.
So you all make your way on the disc.
Does this go all the way to my room?
She begins lowering the disc and gets to the bottom and looks at you, and you can tell she wants to ask you a million questions. But she just musters up the. Are you guys okay? Like,
Yes.
okay?
Correct.
You may ask 2 more questions.
Yeah. Jin suffers battle fatigue, but we are of sound health and life.
I almost died. I'm not of sound mind, but I feel better.
Boy. I have a question. Are we able to access Damore's office?
No, I was told nobody is able to enter that until I get strict instructions from Strix.
Interesting.
I don't think there's anything in there anymore, though. I've heard a couple of people talking. I probably should have said that.
No, go
Never
on.
mind. No, never mind.
I insist.
No, I'm not allowed to talk about it. But I'm glad you guys are okay.
All right. I guess we.
Farewell then, Koi.
Have a good night, guys. He resets the desk and stands behind the concierge desk. Sort of eyes peeled up at you, but every time you guys look, kind of looks away like there's something interesting on the desk. You know there's nothing.
There's nothing there. What are you looking at?
Bye, Koi.
What are the plans? Where do you all want to go from here?
The door.
Bed.
Everybody separating for the evening?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lucio, go bed.
Okay. You all make your way to your dorm rooms, and rest for the night.
And I go to mine.
Are you already asleep?
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm assuming we're walking at the same time. to your
No, he's already there. He made it there.
You're into his bed.
I use my mirthful leaps and I jump there.
Okay.
I use Featherfall and I jump there. From somewhere. I don't know where.
Okay.
If we're taking a rest, I'm gonna use the restroom real quick.
Cool.
PP
1
break.
minute intervention.
Okay. So yeah, you all head back to your dorm rooms. It is a restful night. You all can take a long rest, and you wake up in the morning.
Four charges back on my.
My sweet spell slots.
Thinks shit as a baby bird. It's probably like sitting on whoever looks the most stressed, terrified of fire.
Elmerick, when you do wake up,
Uh-oh.
you wake up to a set of eyes looking at you. And as your eyes adjust, Lexa is just staring at you.
Like just across the room.
No, she's hovering over you.
Terrifying.
Helmut kind of tenses. He keeps his shield like on his chest, so he's that is. Do you require something?
What are you doing?
What do you
I was.
want?
It sounds like you're in a lot of shit.
No.
She kind of leans
That's a
back
yes.
and... Wrong place, wrong time, or you got your hands in things?
He kind of thinks for a moment. Both, I think. And he sits up.
And she relaxes. What do you need?
He thinks for a moment. I am prone to anger and violence, predominantly. But I am trying to rid myself of this. Your constructs. You have one to calm myself so I don't lash out.
Yeah, I can give you one. She goes over to her bed, kind of giving you kind of almost a flirty smirk, and pulls something out and kind of and blows over, and you watch this almost like serpent motion from this dragon that sort of lands on your breastplate And if you allow it, a calm washes over you.
This is good. He kind of takes like a deep breath.
So you can
Like-
choose to add a +1 to a skill check for the next 10 minutes. And then she slowly but confidently kind of walks back up to you and just kind of looks at you. Well, this. Don't fuck it up. Don't fucking die.
He kind of laughs. I have not died to the hells. I doubt whatever I face now will kill me.
She turns around and grabs her backpack. You haven't died to the hills. And looks at you and kind of smiles and opens the door and leaves.
Emmerich kind of like looks at her leave. And nods. I'm trying to think because we're about to be leaving probably for a minute.
Oh, I forgot, Tio. For that night, I guess, could I have copied down the text thoughts? I know it costs
I'll
something, and I could
message
pay
you
it.
after this, and we'll figure that out. But we'll say we'll pencil that in that you did work on that tonight.
Because it takes like I think a few like 10 minutes or something. It's based on the spell. I gotta look at the wizard stat block again.
Okay.
I think. Oh,
We got homework.
trying to think if there's anything because we're probably about to leave. It's probably dumb, but I think this is the only thing that Helmut would do to be nice. He is going to put down one of his hand axes on her bed. And he's going to write a note on it that says, I will be gone for a time. Keep yourself safe. I will be back.
Okay. Tio, it just takes 2 hours.
Sloppiest, untrained writing of Helmrich. Like with a
Yeah,
crayon from
I don't-
Chili's restaurant.
I wouldn't. You know what? I don't think it's that his like penmanship is like horrible. I think it's just his hands are so fucking massive that holding a quill is.
He's
not
holding it like eraser first and gripping over it like I'm going. Okay, fair enough. That's so fucking adorable. Character development. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, so yeah. So you all have had a designation for a place to meet up, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it was at
Probably
the
just a bit like.
that's
Okay.
what we
I, however, want to talk to Lucio before we leave our apartment. Go on.
Have you heard about?
Good morning.
So Lucia, sorry, Jen, you know that you are at 2 levels of exhaustion.
Yes, I got
Just
that.
want to make sure you updated that.
I do. And it's great.
What your movement speeds have and.
And disadvantage on all the ability checks.
You got that.
Yeah. But Lucio,
Fucking Helmer working out while he's waiting for you all at the biblioplex. This fucking guy can't take his mind off of anything else. Just
That's probably what he's doing.
he's reading.
He's probably got
Reading
a
over.
he's
He's
got like
reading
a
his
solid
like his brain.
But Jen, go ahead.
Lucio, I have a question for you.
Yeah, shoot.
Do you have muse for your writing?
A muse? Yeah, like Me.
Yeah, look cool. Have like an outside force, something else, something that helps you.
I mean, I feel like sometimes I get some level of like divine inspiration. But no, I mean, I just, I pull from like what I know in my life.
Well, all I'm saying is that it's always better to have something outside to help you as well.
You talking about getting like a manager or a label? Cause I'm not about that.
No.
I don't want anybody to have like any creative influence over my product, That's really important to me. The Square brand, I want to keep pure.
Alright, I just wanted to ask that question.
I was thinking for like our duo name, we could go by Squared.
Maybe. Might need to workshop it. Also need to workshop the lyrics. I need to take a pass of it myself because I know you're writing it.
Yeah, I got so many lyrics. I got books of lyrics. I'm thinking maybe, we just stay here and we can work on like our ballad and whatnot, and then they can like handle the other dumb shit. I don't know.
No. We need to go. I need to.
Yeah, I guess.
And you said you would come with.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna go back on that now.
Yeah.
But if y'all change your mind, I'm still open to the alternative of staying here and going to classes.
I heard that
Back
one.
to your senses.
Heard that one where. Do keep in mind what I said though.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I like the not so subtle. My patron's a cool muse.
I would like to.
So see the gaslighting.
But if Lucio casts mirror image and there's only like 2 mirror images, does it become cube?
Yes.
Lucio cube.
Anyway, we should get back to the others.
Yeah, I suppose I don't know if I need to feed this owl or not. He's just kind of been staring at me.
Ooh.
What's the owl doing right now, Dio?
And the owl is still sort of like nestled in its chest, and it's sort of like kind of waking up,
Okay.
Beak sort of stretches out for a yawn. And as it kind of hears what you're saying, Lucio, you see this sort of projection of a little bit of light from its beak, and you feel, with no words, that this creature does not eat.
I think he's hungry. We gotta go get some breakfast for this little guy.
The magic bird. I feel like he would have said something if we actually had to feed it.
Maybe he eats magic.
Oh.
Just start casting fireball at it.
Magic missile.
All right, so you all are getting breakfast. You all are meeting up at the Biblioplex, I guess, at different times for sure.
Yeah, Lucio is taking his time. He for sure is the last one that arrives.
Dio, I subtracted the gold it took to copy down the text file.
Okay,
The way
okay.
it's ruling. It's 2 hours and 50 gold.
Okay.
You can detect if there's any thoughts nearby.
If I have the spell prepared. I mean, it's in my book now, but yeah, it has to.
Okay. So we'll say that, again, on your own times, you all are gathered up at the Biblioplex, however you want to proceed.
Yep.
All right. See my brother on the way there.
Not that you're aware of, you didn't see.
He's probably avoiding you.
I wonder why.
You're never gonna see him again.
Elmerick kind of nods when he sees everyone. He stands up. He goes, "Let us go home."
The wetland.
Yes.
Okay, so head into Zephyrs.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. So,
Going to the equivalent of Florida.
At least the best part
Yeah.
about spells in a wizard spellbook is you can use the ritual version of spells. You don't have to prepare.
okay.
Get that
So you make your way back to Zethus, but only this time. We're actually going to go explore the welcoming Florida humidity hitting you once again. That sort of sweet floral and honey scent flaps its wings into your nose. You hear the chorus of frogs and insects sort of making their presence known to you. And there's a transition where the path becomes a little bit more spongy, as sort of the rocky mud underneath your feet. Your feet just seem to sink just a little bit deeper with each step that you take. You look over to your left, and that's kind of as the path winds to the right. To the left, that's when you remember meeting the rival for the first time, just through the tree line. But we're going to continue on this path where there are several cottage house like buildings that are in view now, properly entering into Zethus. You can see students eating and drinking and playing music, and see the trees sort of swaying in response to the sort of energy that's around you. The spores and sort of insects that are brightly lit, that are still kind of competing with the morning sun, kind of like tiny little stars floating around, like drifting boats. You also, to your left, see closest to you a small group of students that are standing around a communal sort of fire. On the side where you're seeing the front side is a kind of a bigger, heavy set, what looks to be ogre, with like green skin, massive ivory tusks, wearing a white chef's hat that matches almost that like silver beard that's tied in the end with what seems to be like multiple wraps of butcher's twine. The ogre has got several large utensils tied to his belt. You see like a large wooden pepper grinder and a butcher knife and a large ladle, holding what seems to be some kind of fish, is what you would guess. It has a long tail, but there are 6 little stumpy feet on the belly of this fish because it's laying upside down with the vertebra only like allowing it to like bend so far. And he's taking what seems to be a very sharp herring knife and just kind of filleting small portions of the belly off and sticking them to sharpened sticks and handing them to a small little gathering of students that are around, that are roasting it over the fire. And you hear a voice go, "Whoa, man, hold on! I gotta be honest. I'm a little thrown off by the presentation, but..." And pulls off the meat from the stick and puts it in his mouth. And he goes, "Trifle, this is amazing. I mean, it really goes good with the light bright that I made." And as the chef's eyes meet yours, and there's sort of a smile, like a welcoming kind of smile on his face, the students that are standing around turn around and look at you, and a very familiar face, Guar, standing there.
Hey.
God damn it, it's Guar again.
And Guar goes,
What up?
"Oh, my newly acquired friends, what's up? Please come join us. We're eating, and I promised you a drink."
Magic missile.
No, Guar.
Mike.
What's going on, dudes? How y'all doing?
I almost died twice.
It has been an eventful few days.
I see you're still hanging out with this one. Points over to Sir Godfrey. It's a good pick, right? I found that guy. It's pretty cool.
Can I have a meat stick?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. My apologies. This is Chef Maroa, and Maroa looks over at you and goes, "Huh, you seem to have faces of worry. The best way to soothe those wrinkles is steam. my friends.
I do not
The best
have
steam that I know is a good big bowl of roasted fin root. Goes over and serves, and the hand's so large that several bowls, like these clay pots, sit in the hand and pours each one of you and kind of brings it to you. No spoon or napkin, none of that shit.
I take it.
Mhm.
My-
Yeah, goes,
I'll eat it.
Yeah.
God,
That's a zephyr starter right there. It heals you, warms you. The mosquitoes hate that smell. So let it ooze from your pores,
I
my
hate
friend.
mosquitoes.
Good to meet you.
Zalza looks at the food presented to him, and then he just looks back at the at the chef.
What? You like it?
Food. He looks
He's
back at the
picky.
chef.
You can't eat.
That you're offering this
War force. You can't eat.
He cannot eat.
What a curse. Sorry to hear that, my friend.
It is not.
All right.
It is.
Sucks.
No, it's a curse. It's the worst I've ever heard.
I would kill myself.
Godfrey's also gonna put up a hand and say, no, thank you. He doesn't want to eat it as well.
Bunch of skin and bones.
I'll take both of theirs.
High metal.
Oh yeah, Helmut definitely. Helmut nods as he's eating it, and he says, "There are two things I live for. That is a good fight and good food."
Mmm. Mmm. Love it. Love it. Absolutely.
Good food can get you through some dark days. I know that one.
Mm-hmm. And Guar kind of goes, here, and then goes, he kind of wipes his mouth. Oh, yeah. Hold on one second. As a promise, my first creation, having been an Obius, I'll just get it. Hold on. And he goes over and next to the fire, there's a tree stump, and there's a large canvas, like a dark tan canvas bag, with an overwhelming like amount of pockets on the outside, with strings and clips holding all manner of things on the outside. It almost looks like a portable brew station / bar combo. And he pulls out a few like stackable wooden cups out of the inside of the bag and a few corked bottles, and sort of pours you each a drink and kind of comes up to you all excited, like eyes like big. And he goes, "It's my take on the drift moss beer. I call it light bright. It seems that Zephyr's kind of barley doesn't dry right in the sun, so what I do is I hang it in these like moss nets above the warm vents, and it kind of gives it like a soft smoky sweetness, and then I steep the drip moss, but only the pale green tips, in like a warm water, for a whole cycle, as they call it here." And kind of looks over at the chef, and he's like, "It's a day for us, but I guess they call cycles here cycles because there's 27 hours here instead of 24. It's very confusing. I don't know. Yeah, the stuff, it like gathers the moon dew overnight and clarifies itself, and then it kind of has like this like fresh rain on clean leaves, kind of a thing. And then I brew the mash low and slow. The reed backs
Already been
blossom.
drinking his.
Yeah.
Yes, him.
I used
That's why Howard
reedbacks
won it.
instead of hops because they don't have them here. But so it has like that crispy citrus taste. And then the yeast I found out by accident. I left marsh bread out overnight, and then it was like the best fermentation ever. So low and slow, picking everybody's brain here, trying to figure out all the exotic sort of things here. But yeah, it's like a light beer. It's like a light amber beer. I'm really happy with it. If you guys like it, cheers.
I don't know any of what you just said, but it tastes pretty good.
As you say that, he sort of tips the glass to like get you to keep drinking. Mhm.
Helmut
Mhm.
like immediately like fucking bottom to the sky, just
He kind of comes up to you and kind of gives you like really soft like punches to the abdomen. He's like, "Ah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, like a good drinker."
We just punches him right in the face.
He's attacking me.
As the GM, I just scratch off his name like.
Helmut nods. How does it taste? Is this solid?
Actually, a very good question.
Yeah, so again, it's got that almost it's crisp but it's not that bitter because he's not using hops. He found some kind of reedback blooms that he's using instead, so it's really smooth, but very like floral, you know.
I preferred my beers with more bite, but this is good.
I'm working on it. I got to figure out all the things that Zephys has to offer, but for the first one, you know, it kind of reminds me of home, but yeah, without the hops, I get it.
Zalazar looks at Helmut, says, "Shall we get moving, Helmut?"
We should. He nods to Gwar. It is good to see you. I will return for more.
Where are you going? You just got here. We got a whole. We got more.
We're going
food,
on a
we got more-
quest. Well, I mean,
Oh, like
if there's more
class?
food, we could stay for like a little bit
Oh,
longer,
there's
I'm
plenty of more
sure.
food. The chef kind of goes.
Too much to do.
I think we should stay, guys. He drives a hard bargain. Lucio's walking back over towards the
That's
chef.
pretty cool.
Yeah. It is pretty cool.
It's here in Zephys. What class are you guys taking?
We're trying to go like find an oracle and somebody else. They tried to kill us a couple times.
Oh
No.
I
Wait, from last night.
I fucking elbowed the shit out of Lucio. I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
No, he's
Wait a
being-
minute. From last
I trust
night's
Guar. Guar's a good dude.
assembly, you're looking for.
He gave me food and
Kinda like
alcohol.
whispers it.
Helmut, like
Zalazar
picking
just-
up a kitten, just picks up Jin or picks up Lucio by the back of the neck, and then just like starts carrying him. We must move. We are on
Oh,
task.
whoa, hold on, guys. That was like a big thing you just told me. Like,
Guar, you could come with us. We need the help.
where are you going?
Apologies.
No idea.
We're going to class.
We're going to book
I
club.
need you to make a deception roll.
Yeah. I was like, I think I should
Is
probably
this the first roll of the not campaign, but the session? I think it's the first roll.
No,
No, we had some insight checks and stuff like that.
Yeah. Here, I'll roll this. I'll roll
I'm against lying to Guar. I think we trust Guar.
I guided on this. Oh, it's all
I'm just
good.
gonna do an
Wait,
insight check.
you have disadvantage. So I'm gonna give you the help action to cancel out the disadvantage.
Oh, yeah,
I'll also
yeah.
give you guidance.
Yeah, perfect.
What'd you get, Sir Godfrey?
+4 for you.
Oh, am I rolling it?
Oh,
You're the one lying. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was also lying.
Well, I give you the help action, so you
I got a
get
19.
+4 with guidance.
Okay, I got a
I will
23.
say you all are kind of helping out. So, Sir Godfrey, on the off chance that you do get a natural 20, go ahead and roll the advantage.
Okay.
Because you all are kind of participating in this.
Yes, we're all lying here.
I'm not lying. I'm
Now
telling
I'm gonna
Guar
go
the
for
truth.
First roll.
19? Okay.
Yep.
He looks at you and he's like, okay. I didn't know that was a class. It's like a detective thing, or
Something.
who teaches the class?
It's extracurricular. It's
Oracle Daymar.
Am I asking too many questions? I'm probably asking too many questions. aren't I?
Guar, you're fine. You should come with us and come to our class. You would love it.
Are you carrying Lucio, Helmer?
Are you carrying the
Grabbed him by like the nape of the neck, and he's like, put him into like this, like carry him.
Pick him up by the horn.
He's just fucking carry him through, but he's definitely at this point put like a massive hand over his face to keep him from sobbing.
Okay. And as you, so, are you guys like walking away? You're just straight up walking away?
Yeah.
Okay.
How much
Lucio is in distress.
Yeah, no, we say bye.
Okay.
gives him like,
It's a bye,
gives him, like,
yeah.
a salute.
Don't believe
Okay.
anything he said. Boy. Gave him too much to drink.
I'm.
Yeah, he's such a lightweight.
You guys are. You had me for a moment. Ooh.
I whispered to Helmer, while also Lucio can hear because he's being held by him. I say, if he acts up again, we can put him in with the court
This is a good plan.
for a few minutes. Maybe this will
I
fit.
would rather not, but
That's how
if worse comes to worse,
I can simply put him to sleep.
Go to sleep.
No, I'll stop. That's fine. When we get like 90 feet away, I'm gonna cast message at Guar.
When you get 90 feet away, the chef looks over and is like, "Balls?"
Oh, do I know counterspell? No.
I'm gonna tell Guar. I'm gonna message him. I need you to follow us, Guar.
Where- Is this,
You have to be hidden though. You have to secretly follow us, Guar. They can't know you're
Okay,
here.
so per message, you point your finger at a creature within range, so we
Yes.
all see you pointing.
I do it secretly
You want
though.
to make a sleight of hand roll to see if.
It's got
Perception
verbal,
roll.
Oh wait, hold on.
Oh
verbal,
my god!
Let me
Awful.
roll perception. Left.
All right, y'all ready?
Oh, hold on. We have a dice cam. Pew, pew, pew.
I don't know if y'all can see that. It's an 11.
You rolled a 4. Is it 11?
What was I rolling again?
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
I got a 5.
Okay, yeah, that's a 12 total. Yeah,
Okay.
How much was it in total?
Nice.
12.
I have a 15 passive perception. I can casually see.
So, as you cast.
I was just
your
saying a
message, right?
prayer
Is that what you
before
said?
we left. Yeah.
Okay, so as you cast it, you're kind of looking back and you're kind of
Like-
throwing your little finger there. Guar immediately goes, "What? Is that you?"
Zalza looks at Helmer.
I wave at him, I give him a thumbs up.
Starts walking quickly up to you.
I believe
Did you guys change your mind or something,
I
or?
believe he cast.
No.
All right.
I'm glad we need you.
Can I get my cups back? Is
Oh,
it-
yeah.
Yeah, we had a
Thank you.
back.
The chef's like, "Bowls! I told him bowls. They didn't bowls." Mars like, "Can I get the bowls back too?"
I give him the balls.
Okay.
My
And
bad.
he's like holding the bowls and cups, and he's like, "So what are we doing?"
Helmrich is going to just look at him and then look at Claire and say, I do not know what this one's fascination is, but this class is a private thing and it can be dangerous. It is most assuredly not open for invitation. Though,
Right,
I
man,
do
okay.
appreciate
Lucio's winking at Guar while he's saying.
He's winking. He's winking. Did you see that? He's doing the thing.
Yes, this is why I am being
We don't want you to follow us.
Dude, I don't want to end up like you. It'd be like Lucio. And he's like hanging there. Good luck with your class. I don't know what else to say from here, man. Y'all are weird. Like, starts walking back to the chef. You guys have a
Why do you
good
guys hate
one.
Guar?
Alright, how much to like grapple Lucio? And fucking do anything else.
I can cast message indefinitely.
Just bear hug him so he can't move his arms to point. his
Helmrich's looking through the
finger,
character
so,
sheet like, am I proficient in grappling mouths? How do you just grab the lips?
Like, simply grab a large.
Like the cartoons and the lips just stick way out.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright. Where are y'all heading?
Where we hold the last location of Danemark.
You do not ask.
We're going off vibe.
Yeah.
He said specifically in like the wetlands or whatever, in like
Correct,
ground
yeah.
location.
The wetlands, so you have to kind of ask around about where that is.
Surely the wetlands are very small.
We're not going back to war, but Helmrich will.
Hey Guar, we need.
Okay.
He would know. Surely.
So you find a lizard folk that's walking past you that kind of saw a lot of what was going on, and then as you kind of make eye contact with him, he's like, "Hey, man, I don't know.
I mean, it doesn't stop Helmrich from marching towards him.
Oh shit!" And then he like goes a step back, and there's a barrel behind him, and he's like, "Yeah, what? What? Yeah."
We
Don't
are
make me puppet you over here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay,
Where are
you're in it.
Point.
they? How big are the wetlands?
Oh, Zephyrus.
Helmrich kind of closes
Cool.
his eyes and takes this really deep breath.
Just another name for Zephyrus.
Have you seen Oracle Daymar recently, by chance? Or the other lady?
Helmrich is going to step up.
I open up my cage.
He doesn't know why we're looking.
He goes, I went to the assembly last night. He's missing, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we were just curious. Yeah.
The old classic, you're going in the bag of holding.
Not with the angel corpse.
Not opened up the fucking cage for him to do it.
Even if
I
you
just
did it,
imagine-
Helmrich was just going to grab your cape and just pull it aside.
I need precise instructions on what is about to happen. So I know.
When seeing Lucio's
The moment Lucio goes, have you seen Oracle Daymar? Without hesitation, Helmrich just walks over to Zalzin, grabs his cloak, and just pushes him into it, and then
Lucio, would you like to do anything in this
He flails and screams briefly before his scream is deafened by his head being shoved into the bag.
Okay, so you're just letting this happen. Is that what's happening here? We don't need
Yeah,
to
I
do
mean,
rules?
I don't think I can really
Fair
fight
enough.
it.
That's probably what would happen anyways, but I don't want to take away agency.
I could
so-
try, but it wouldn't be worth it.
And Lucio gets sucked into whatever is flapping behind Zalzin for an undetermined amount of
I
time. And the
didn't even
lizard
want to
just
come,
goes
and now
like,
I'm in the bag.
Oh shit! And runs. Like hops over the barrel and just takes off running.
Y'all are all so bad with people. You keep traumatizing people.
Maybe we should have.
I look at Helmrich and say, fear not, he has at least 10 minutes of the air that he needs to breathe.
he has.
That will give him time.
He thinks
time.
for what's your constitution?
It is a flat 10.
Yeah, Helmrich thinks for a moment, maybe more, if he needs to hold his breath. But I would imagine he could not for long.
I like to, Lucy, I like to imagine you just see the angel
One of the
just like,
dumbest
flying
PC
across
deaths
with
ever.
you.
Oh shit, it's been like 30 minutes, hasn't it?
Oh, fuck.
God damn it. Did we healing potion? No, he's dead. Alright, well.
He died like
I
an
would
hour
say
ago.
after 10 minutes of walking, we pull him out.
Yeah, we're just walking deeper into the wetlands and
Just wandering around.
Our owl friends to help us look around.
Yeah, 100%. So, the owl, which was perched on Lucio.
He's probably mad at you guys.
The owl is in Zalzin's cave right now.
well, we pull.
He is my best friend through and through.
Homework would go into like pull aside his cape and reach in and grab Lucio and put him back onto the ground.
I feel like that was
sleeping for about
unnecessary.
a second and a half as your head penetrates the natural world.
I was trying to help.
Right,
I don't see the issue.
And then the owl sort of kind of flies out and like lands up on a tree about 15 feet up in the air. Kind of looks at you all.
I'm with you, dude.
Bad musicians end up with the corpse.
That piece of shit ended up with the angel corps.
I would rather not end up with the angel corpse again.
There's like a flashback to you like fucking pressed up against the body. It's fucking like open like eyes and open mouth just like pressed up against your cheek.
This is making me want to go on the adventure way less, just so you all know. I am not writing about this in my song. Not doing it.
This great battle with Elric.
And how he stuffed Helmerick into the bag.
Yeah.
I do want to say though how Lucio reminds me a lot, almost 1-to-1 of Dandelion from the Witcher series. So
Alright,
I don't know if that's a compliment or an insult.
So they also perched up on the tree in this like pathway into Zephyrus. Are you all just like behind the cottages, just gonna walk into the woods? Is that the plan?
We're just like in somebody's backyard.
Yeah, we're gonna have the owl help us look for tracks and keep an eye on it.
Okay. So you're gonna have to describe to the owl exactly what you're looking for and how to start this investigation out, based off of having basically nothing.
I thought we could just ask strangers. I like that idea.
Specific fucking.
Yeah,
I feel like he would have been more specific rather than he just went into Zephyr.
He would have, but the conversation and kind of
I
how
could
it
have sworn
went.
it. I could have sworn it was like at a crossroads. He said like,
Yeah.
and that's where it just cuts off.
I'm pretty sure he was specific. He said,
I just didn't write that down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll say, for the sake of sort of narration, that there would have been sort of a debriefing. So Sedgemoor is the area that that Strix would have told you about. It's basically the resource biome of Zephyrus. So it's a dense, sort of wet expanse of like swampy forest that is Zephyrus's primary gathering grounds. So having, sort of maybe, heard from Strix himself or others, it's kind of known for its unusual sort of magic. There's all types of, it's essentially a fully living organism, the whole thing. So there are some where people will go in for especially like herbal alchemy, but there's a lot of it that is uncharted just because it constantly shifts and changes. It's very opposite of basalt. It is mostly wilderness. So to start more in the Sedgemoor area, which would be deeper in Zephyrus.
All right. Well, that's where we watched during the 10 minutes of Lucio's timeout.
Fair enough. Okay. So it'll take you about 45 minutes to get to the very end of it. So you're still going to be in the sort of main campus hub, which is known as Windershin's Hall.
Okay.
And then eventually getting to the edge of Sedgemoor, and where Windershins sort of meet. So, from here, with the assistance of the owl and Lucio being out of kind of, how would you like to begin?
Out of the bag.
Just as far as like just asking the owl to aid you in the beginnings of tracking.
yeah.
Okay.
That's survival.
Okay. Yep. So go ahead and everybody go ahead and make a survival check with advantage.
Oh, everybody. Okay.
Oh boy.
Yep. Group.
I
Thank God for
rolled
advantage.
one more. That's a 22.
That's a 9.
Oh, yeah, not bad actually. I actually pretty good.
17.
Oh, I have advantage too, right? I'm dumb. So with that, okay. Oh, that's even better. Okay, with guidance on me, that's a 25.
Okay. Homework. What'd you get?
I had a 9.
Oh yeah, that's right. Jen, what'd you get?
22.
Perfect. All right. So the owl sort of projecting faint images of previous conversations with Strix and then information that the owl had obtained from Strix privately. gives you the beginnings of where you're going to be descending into Sedgemoor. So sitting there, sort of walking through with a belly full of Gore's beard, sort of Master Chef Una's, tasty foods, and there's a beauty that comes with that feeling, like that food. I don't know that there's no greater love than sort of taking the passion for food and drink, and which has been a celebrated sort of communal engagement that we've all sort of shared through the dawn of time. Taking those that we love and sharing, with them. That connection from food and drink, it's in our fibers, and that warmth that fills you as you're entering into Sedgemoor is kind of reclaimed by nature as that a feeling of almost that warmth being siphoned out of you, like there's a leak. The forest begins to sort of close off almost as it's like surrounding you, and the noise from insects and animals and frogs and people talking and just the actual like activity gets quieter and quieter. And there's a feeling of isolation that starts hitting as Aetherwright sort of flies and lands on a crooked branch ahead, giving you signals on where to go next. And the slight glow from his feathers sort of being amplified by what is now being pulled in is this sort of drifting fog that's hanging in the air. And you see ahead of you, you're not necessarily on a path, there's an old abandoned stone archway that is being retaken by nature, with moss covering all the stone and vines sort of dangling, been broken from the ground. There are these faint spores that sort of drift lazily, and they almost glow kind of pale green against the dense fog, and the owl swoops under the archway, kind of guiding you through. And the moment that you walk under the archway is almost like a transition. There's a soft sort of pulse that sort of moves through the ground underneath your feet, and then everything kind of goes still. No frogs, no insects, no sounds of water, no breath of wind, nothing. You literally hear your companions breathing, and just kind of the marsh, kind of listening. And Aetherwright turns his head slowly towards you and kind of projects a singular emotion, and it's gentle, but it's unmistakable, which is curiosity, but a sharp warning. As you begin the trek to discover where Daymar went and how the hell you ended up here. That's where we're in tonight's session.
Heard that.
Alright, cool. Good session, guys.
actual like forest.
Okay.
Zalson looks at him and he goes,
Jin
"Riven,
just
I'm going to
died.
need a favor from you. First, I need you to